Now, Jumbo, my name is Eric, and I'll be your safari guide for today. Just as a friendly reminder, make sure to remain seated at all times, as well as keep your hands, arms, legs, and feet inside the vehicle, also at all times. That also includes lap sitters as well. We ask that they remain seated in one lap and one lap only for the duration of this time, which is about 2 weeks. So make sure they're nice and comfortable. Now we are going to sit tight for just a moment while we wait for the warning clearance to head into the reserve here. While we do wait, right above your head you may notice an animal spotting guide, which will help you to identify some of the animals we may see out there. I can't guarantee that we'll see all of them, but hopefully we do get to see quite a few of them. But we are going to go ahead and get our journey started, friends, and our journey starts in the Kilimanjaro Forest. Now, the Kilimanjaro Forest is home to animals that have some pretty heavy camouflage and use that camouflage to hide from predators in this area. So keep your eyes peeled. You never know what you might spot out here. On the right there, I do see an okapi hanging out. And a lot of people associate the okapi with being a part of the zebra family due to their hind legs being striped. However, they're actually part of the giraffe family. Now, just like giraffes, they do have long and prehensile tongues which help to grab the leaves off the trees. And fun fact about the length of their tongue is so long that they're one of the only animals in the world that can lick their own ear.
Oh, I'm sorry. You like the lick?
But coming up onto the left-hand side, I do see what appears to be a black rhino on the left hand there. But black rhinos can weigh up to 3,000 pounds. It sounds very heavy. It's actually very light for the rhino species in Africa. Now, black rhinos have a very pointed mouth, and that's how we kind of tell if they're the black rhino or the other species of rhino that's found in Africa. And on the left-hand side, we've got a hiding in these foliage here. There's going to be two types of animals. We're going to have the dark brown animals known as bongos. Then we're going to have the lighter gray animals known as...
Oh, I didn't see that.
There's a greater signal right here as well. Now, starting with the bongos, for the dark brown animals, bongos are known to be very shiny, so they get the name the ghosts of the forest. They also have horns on top of their head, which helps to get through underbrush a little bit faster for them. And then we have the greater Kilimanjaro for those lighter gray animals, and they're known to be the tallest antelope species in the world, ranging in the realm of 55 inches tall at the shoulder. But we are going to go ahead and continue on our journey here. It looks like we are heading into the Safi River now. And the Safi River is home to animals that like to hide up in high trees or hang around bodies of water. So let's see what's swimming in this area. Now, on the islands on the right, I do see some pink-backed pelicans hanging out. Pink-backed pelicans do get their name from the pinkish color that they develop during mating season. They're also known to be colonial nesters, which means they like to nest in groups of up to 500. But on the left-hand side, I do see some Nile hippos hanging out in the water there.
It seems like you can smell them.
The Nile hippos are known to spend most of their day in the water, preferably under it. And they can spend up to 8 minutes per breath under that water, farming to bob up for about a bit. They can also sleep underwater. Their bodies will naturally bob them up every 8 minutes without waking them up. Now, if you continue looking to the left-hand side, you may notice these bridges above our head. You may be asking here, why are there bridges? Let's help get over these Nile crocodiles on the left-hand side here. Now, Nile crocodiles are known to be the largest crocodile species in Africa, reaching up to 20 feet in length. And what that length does mean they can be very large appetite, making it up to half their body weight sitting.
They look like logs.
Friends, we are heading out of the Safi River now and heading into my favorite part of Africa known as the savanna. Now the savanna is home to animals such as giraffes, wildebeest, zebras, and many, many other species. So let's go see what we can find roaming in this area. But before we do get started out there, I do want to point out this one tree coming up on the right-hand side, and it's known as a baobab tree. Now the baobab tree can run up to 9 months without leaves, and that helps to conserve the water that's found inside. Oftentimes it can be upside-down tree, and it can hold thousands of gallons of water inside those trunks. So friends, we are heading into the savanna now, and with that we want to be respectful to all of these animals. So please do not call out to them, make any noises at them, or anything of that nature, as that can scare them and cause them to go away from the truck even further. So with that being said, let's go see what we can find roaming in this area. Now starting on the right-hand side, we see those gray looking animals. Those are known as wildebeest. Wildebeest does translate to wild beast, from Afrikaans to English. And they're widely known for being migratory-based animals, usually migrating in groups of up to 1.5 million per year. Now because they travel in such large groups, they have a tendency of kicking up a lot of dust around them, and that dust cloud can oftentimes be seen all the way up from space. Now hanging out on the left-hand side at the back there, I do see a spotted hyena.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
But spotted hyenas have a very unique structure to their group, where basically the females run the group. Even the lowest ranking female, which is a baby, still outranks the highest ranking male in the group. Now they also have some very, very powerful jaws, and they can bite into the bone of their prey and obtain what's called bone marrow, which is their favorite nutrition. Well, here's a closer look at the wildebeest that we're talking about. I do see a couple of animals on the left-hand side. We're about to get a closer look at them. But the animals with the super large horns are going to be known as ankle cattle. Then we have the tiny, small, tan animals with the white underbelly on them. Those are known as springbok. So we'll see the springbok on our left and the ankle cattle on our right-hand side. Now starting with the ankle cattle, which are the ones with the super large horns. Ankle cattle's horns can grow to 6 feet in length. And while they look very heavy, they're very light due to being hollowed out in the center. It allows for blood flow into those horns so that they can regulate their body heat. Now, they do go by another name known as Watusi cattle, named after the Watusi people who first domesticated them. And fun fact, they're actually the only domesticated animal on our reserve. Now on the left-hand side are going to be those springbok. Nice close look at them. Now springbok get their name from their ability to leap up 6 feet in the air. While they may look very small, they're actually the top 10 fastest land animal in the world, running up to speeds of 50 to 60 miles an hour. But coming up on the left-hand side here in just a moment, we're going to be some Maasai giraffe hanging out. Now Maasai giraffes have the patterns on their body which are unique to each giraffe. And they also have long breathing zones, which you can kind of see on this one being used a little bit. And those tongues can grow up to 18 to 20 inches in length, and usually correlate with their height. So if their tongue is 18 inches also on the right here, we have this eland standing there. Kind of neat. Now, elands are known to be the largest antelope species in the world, ranging in the realm of 6 feet. And they have a unique way of attracting each other. When the male wants to attract the female, they stick those horns into the ground, create a grass and flower crown on top of their head. And if it's not creative enough for the female, well, then the female rips it off their head and they start over. But friends, this knockdown tree on the right does tell me that we are heading into elephant territory. So let's go see what we can find out here. On the right-hand side, I do see an African elephant hanging out. Now, the way we can tell it's African or not is by looking at the shape of their ear, as the shape of their ear is very similar to the shape of Africa. And they also have a tendency of throwing dirt up on their back, which helps to act as a natural sunblock for them. And it helps to protect their super sensitive skin. And continue on through this area, and it looks like we're heading into these red clay pits. Now, these red clay pits are used by various animals, including elephants, who love to bury their tusks into the clay. Helps to soften up the clay so that they can eat it, which has vitamins and minerals found inside. You can see those tusk marks on the right there, which tells me we're in another area where elephants may be present. So let's go see if we can find some more African elephants roaming in this area. Now, while we are looking for some more elephants here, African elephants are known to be decently social animals with each other, usually with the female and the young spending most of their time together. When the males in the group mature, they usually are kicked out by the females of the group, and they'll either venture off on their own, or if they get really, really bored, they'll create an all-males group for a little bit, and then venture off on their own. See an African elephant coming up ahead here, but I'm going to get us an even better view of that African elephant in just a moment. Now, African elephants, which we'll see the one that I'm talking about on the left-hand side here in just a moment, but African elephants have a tendency of flapping their ears like this one, which helps to create an air circulation around their body, and it can help cool down their body by 15 degrees.
He's smiling for us.
Now, also on the left-hand side, we're going to separate. Greater flamingos are known to get their nutrition from their diet, which is the brine tree that they eat, which contains something called beta-carotene found inside. Now, it does take about 2 years to develop that material, though, which is why some of them may look a little bit more gray or black. But we are going to go ahead and continue our journey on, and it looks like we are continuing into rhino territory. So let's go see what we can find out here. Now, on the left-hand side, I do see some mud pits, and those mud pits are used by various animals, including rhinos, who love to roll around in them. And it helps to create a protective layer on their skin, and it acts as a natural sunblock as well as a natural buffer color for them. On the right there, I do see what's known as a water buck hanging out by those that truck there. We might get a closer look at them, but can't guarantee how close of a look we can get. They're very well known for the circle on their bottom. However, they actually get their name from the fact that they're usually found around heavy bodies of water, primarily because they require a lot of drinking water. And they're known to use that body of water as a safeguard, so when they get scared, they have a tendency to hop into that body of water and hope for the best. But on the left there, kind of hiding in the back, I do see some cheetahs hanging out. But cheetahs are known to be the fastest land animal in the world. I remember first of all, fastest all laps there is also remain all the way seated. Everybody must remain all the way seated for me to continue on. But cheetahs are known to be the fastest land mammals in the world, running up to speeds of 60 miles an hour. And while they are very fast, they are not very strong animals, or very powerful animals, shall I say. So when larger cats choose to take their food, that becomes the larger cat's food in there. Now speaking of larger cats, I do see this rock formation. This rock formation is known as Pkwy rock. Pkwy rocks in Africa are used by larger cats to suffocate these spots, as well as be the joint to watch over their prey. So the females are usually just passing around hunting. Now, of course, if there's no cubs for the males to protect, well, then the males will join the females in the hunt. If you do look to the right, you can kind of see those water bucks a little bit closer. That's what they look like. At this very moment, so we are going to go ahead and continue on our journey here. And it does appear that we're going to be heading into the warden's post now. Now, the warden is the one who watches over the reserve. However, it appears it's been raided by some goats today. But that's okay, these goats are known as Nigerian dwarf goats, and they usually are seen eating or sleeping. However, they are pretty playful and social animals, as that is how they assert dominance with each other. Now, they're also a fan of farmers due to their size and their low maintenance, as most of those guys are actually fully grown adults. Friends, we are heading out of the reserve now and heading back towards the village, which does unfortunately mean our tour is coming to an end. But that's okay, if you enjoyed today's tour, you can always come back and revisit the Kilimanjaro Safaris, as no two safaris are the same. You never know what you might see or experience out here in the wild. Now, if you're looking for some other opportunities to enjoy, you may potentially be able to still enjoy the trails that we have around here. Mainly the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. However, they may be closed at this time. They either close at 6:30 or 6:45. It'll be on the way. But it's a 20-minute walking trail where you might be able to spot some different animals such as gorillas, monkeys, okapis, and many other species that may be roaming that area. But for now, friends, go ahead and sit back, relax, and hold on tight so we head back into the village here. Now, while we are heading up here, we are going to sit tight for just a moment while we figure out which dock we're going to head up to here. Alrighty, we're going to head up to the second dock here. Friends, now that's our cue to head on up, so go ahead and start grabbing all your belongings, including cell phones, keys, wallets, backpacks, and your kids. Your kids. And here in Harambe, we don't like to say goodbye, as that is far too final and far too sad. Instead, we like to leave you with a quaffrini, which does mean to go well. So with all that being said, friends, watch your hands, arms, legs, and feet, or slide open. Watch your head and step as you exit, and quaffrini. Have a wonderful day, guys.
It's really sad.
Of course.